Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. is looking to come into the Alabama State Hornets football program and change some things around. What do I mean by change some things around? By adding some additional players to the team that's going to be impactful and can bring upside to that team immediately. You already know, being a new coach coming into a program, there's going to be a lot of critics out there that's not going to agree with who was chose to be the new head football coach. We already know there's a lot of people out there that feel that someone else should have got that job instead of Eddie Robinson Jr. Well, you know what? The choice is in, the pick was made, and this is what we're doing. But Eddie Robinson Jr. said, hey, I hear all of you out there talking about how somebody else should be in the shoes that I'm currently standing in right now, which is the head football coach of the Alabama State Hornets. And guess what? I'm going to prove you all wrong. How I'm going to prove you wrong? I'm about to get out here and get these recruits and bring them to the program, letting you guys know that we can actually put a team together that can get out there and kick some behind the upcoming season. And this young man that's coming into the program, man, look here. He is the type of guy that Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. is looking for to get out there on that defense and be impactful immediately. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and talk about him right now. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get all upcoming videos. Also, don't forget, tap in a friend or two. Tell them to come on in. It's nothing but positive vibes over here. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on social media. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and tap on in. I'm tapped in. Let's get to it. Hey, like I stated before, Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. understood firsthand he needed to bring some players into the program that's going to be difference makers. Now, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because the defense was a little last season. That had some things, had a lot of folks really worrying what was going on, especially with Coach Hill Ely being removed from the program. You already know the Hornets fans is looking for the Hornets to get out there and win more games this season. Now, making sure that they're able to do so, Coach Robinson understood fully that he needed to get some defenders out there that's going to be more physical and aggressive against opposing team receivers. Now, on that defensive side of the ball, they understood they need to create more turnovers for the Hornets offense to give them an opportunity to win the game. Now, this young man that they're going to bring into the program that has decided he's going to commit to the Hornets football team is a student of the game and looks to be a benefit to the Hornets because he is definitely a ball hawk. He is one that can get out there on the field, on that defensive side of the ball, and make sure they're able to get more than just the 4 defensive interceptions that they got this past season. Now, the Hornets are definitely looking to add more playmakers. We know this on both sides of the ball. With the offense being ranked 9th in the SWAC and the defense was being ranked 6th, I'm sure Coach Robinson is looking for defenders that are more capable of helping the Hornets get those additional stops against opposing teams' offenses. Now, Cail Jackson, 6'1", 190-pound defensive back who played at college. This young man is truly a student of the game. He pays attention to the formation opposing offenses are looking to run, and he attacks once that ball is snapped. This young man plays quarterback, free safety, and strong safety. Now, he has a keen sense of where the quarterback is looking to throw passes to receivers on the field because he was once a receiver himself. Cail Jackson played high school football at Burke County High School in Waynesboro, Georgia, where he was a wide receiver and cornerback. Now, according to Max Preps, Jackson was nationally ranked 2019 and 92nd in the state of Georgia. Now, this young man can attack the ball wherever it is thrown out there on the field. If the quarterback puts it up in the air, guess who's going to get it? None other than Mr. Cail Jackson himself. If the quarterback decides he wants to pitch a ball to a receiver or a toss play coming out of the backfield, you can best believe you're going to see Cail Jackson coming downhill to make sure he stops that running back for minimum gain or behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson is good at beating receivers to spots out there on the field that quarterbacks are looking to throw passes to them because one thing for certain is this: they didn't call him Campman for nothing. This young man looks to get after it and go hard all the time. When I say has a motor, this young man is sideline to sideline all day long and don't have a problem with getting up in some receiver's chest to let him know, hey, not today, son. Today ain't your day. You might want to go back and reevaluate exactly what it is that you're looking to do because you didn't check the film when it came to me, knowing that I'm going to get up in your jersey and let you understand that wherever you go, I'm going to. So I'm just going to tell you this now. This young man stays in the weight room And watching some of his old workout footage, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I believe this young man is squatting anywhere from 575 to 600. Coach could be off by a few pounds or two, but I know one thing for certain. When this young man is coming downhill, he's looking to bring pain with driving power and force. Like I said, Coach could be off a few pounds or two, so don't quote me on that. But Coach Robinson and the Alabama State Hornets coaching staff found a complimentary player to play on the opposite side of Mr. Urshad Davis, who led the team in interceptions with 3 last season. Now, unless the defensive coordinator for the Hornets decides he wants to put Jackson at a safety, then that's the only other way I can see that those two would not be paired up at each corner. Now, I'm hoping that my good buddy Colton Bubba Davis is back this upcoming season playing ball. Out there, he's maintaining the middle of the field, making sure nobody gets past him. Big gap stuffers up front, making sure that the running game is going to be locked down, and all he has to do with his linebacker crew is come through and clean up everything else out there on the field. Not to mention with Bubba Adams being out there on the field alongside Nicholas Terry, that is, if he's coming back for another season, if he has another year eligibility, with them two out there on the field together, man, it's going to be some pressure that the Hornets is looking to bring against other opposing team offenses that they play this upcoming season. All I know is this. These young men are tired of hearing all the smiggity smack that folks been talking about their program and their team as if they're not able to get out there and compete. But I do know one thing for certain. Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. is bringing in players at a high clip that's going to come in there and be beneficial immediately, because you know what? You got to understand, you hear all the chatter? That's when folks decide to really dig in their bag to show you that they can really get the job done. And in this instance, I believe they got a player that's going to come in there and spark that fire for a lot of those players to understand, hey, we got to get after it. There's no more leaving it. There's no more leaving plays on the field for other teams to take advantage of us and continuously keep beating us. Congratulations to Cail Jackson on becoming an Alabama State Hornets football player. And definitely look forward to seeing you do some phenomenal things out there on the field next season with your Hornets teammates. And also, congratulations to the new head coach, Eddie Robinson Jr., on taking over the Hornets football program. And I'm looking forward to seeing you do some phenomenal things with those young men, having them prepared, ready to get out there and go to war each Saturday this upcoming fall season. But until next time, if you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. And remember, be the one and lead.